Hello, I'm Stephen Cooley, and welcome to the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. On today's show, I'm very excited to have one of our top agents on my show, and that's Crystal Clemens. Welcome to the show, Crystal.
Thank you, Stephen.
And I wanted to bring you on the show today because you're so caring and you take great care of your clients and get really involved in their move. And so I wanted to talk to you today about people moving with children. And families are defined in many different ways today, and certainly not all of them have children, but many do. And so when they're moving with children, it can be very traumatic on children. I know you've spent a lot of time doing research on this and bringing it to our viewers today. Very traumatic on children.
Yes. And Stephen, research shows that a move from one side of the city to the other for children between the ages of 5 and 17 can be just as traumatic as moving to a new state.
Absolutely, and you were sharing with me before we started filming that it can be as big as a death or something in a child's life.
It can be. So that's why it's very important for us to prepare them as much as we possibly can.
So when you say that it can be as traumatic moving across town as across country, why to a 6-year-old?
Well, because first of all, you're probably changing school districts.
That's right.
Which means new schools,
right.
New teachers,
Yeah.
new faces, and that can be so unsettling to a child.
Yeah, and different sides of town, just in our area, in our viewing area, they smell different. They sound different to a child. If you're used to the cows mooing and you move near the hospital and hear the ambulances, that's different noises to a child.
It is. We can get accustomed just to bedtime. I remember as a child, I used to go to sleep to a train, moving in my neighborhood. Children get used to those sights and sounds.
Okay, so to make it not traumatic to a child from 6 to 18, what are some tips? Let's start with house hunting. What are some tips with house hunting with children?
I would recommend maybe not taking them right up front. If you want, maybe narrow down the final 2 and then maybe include them.
Absolutely.
Children can get attached quickly. So they might get attached to just a crazy refrigerator that's got a
ice maker.
Yeah, and they might get mad because you don't pick it.
Now they want that home. And they're gonna have a fit if they don't get it.
Exactly, and we don't want that to happen.
Absolutely. So showing them the 15 or 20 homes that lead up to that final home, probably not a good idea. Showing them the final home, and so then when you make the move and move them from one bedroom, which is kind of their space, to another, what's some of the recommendations there?
First and foremost, once you get your furniture and everything in, try to make their room the first room to unpack. That way you can maybe rearrange the furniture in the same spots if possible.
So it almost the same comfort of the old room goes with you.
Exactly. Unpack those familiar toys.
Yeah.
We don't want to get rid of any of those. Hopefully.
The move is not the time to declutter, is it?
Yes. No.
Because
hopefully that's already been done.
They're looking for those things to move with them.
Exactly.
Declutter and get rid of some of their old toys months before, maybe when you put your home on the market, the other home, but don't do it during the move.
Exactly. And even let them choose their own paint color.
Right.
That helps get them involved and feel like they have a voice.
Yeah, and if children are moving school districts, there's a better time of year to do that, isn't there?
Yes. We always recommend summer, if at all possible. And sometimes if you're relocating, sometimes that's avoidable, unavoidable. But a lot of times high school children are involved in extracurricular activities and sports, and summertime is when those tryouts take place.
That's right.
So you want to try to get them in place prior to that time.
Yeah, so if you're going to be in sports or cheerleading or something like that, sometimes you got to get here a month early before school starts to get involved in all that. So if that's the case, you may, even if it requires temporary housing, get here.
Right.
Okay,
Yes.
right. If you're visiting a new area and you bring them on the house hunt, make it fun.
Oh, split the day up.
Yeah.
We have Carowinds right up the road
Absolutely.
between Charlotte and Rock Hill. And Rock Hill also has a new Adventure Air Sports that has indoor trampolines.
Right.
That's a great way to release some energy.
Absolutely.
Take
Got
them
the
around.
Whitewater Center.
Exactly. Yeah.
So bring them here and maybe spend half the day house hunting and then let them look forward to seeing something that is great about our area. It's one of the best places to live in the country.
Oh, absolutely.
And so you can show them the mountains, the beach, you can show them a big city of Charlotte, you can take them to Carowinds Whitewater Center, hiking at Crowder's Mountain, and let them see that this is just a great place to live.
Right.
I've seen kids house hunt for 12 hours in one day. It does not end well.
No, no. Sometimes sometimes it doesn't end well with adults.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Any final thoughts to share with our viewers on that?
No, I mean, I think the most important thing is just prepare
Prepare.
them. Yes,
Yeah.
you know, and know that I'm, as your local realtor, I'm here to help in any way possible.
Absolutely. And if you're moving, if you're interested in selling your home or relocating or across the street, across the town, or across the world, Crystal is one of the best agents in our area. Crystal, tell folks how to reach you.
Yes, my cell phone is 803-984-8436. Email address is crystal.clements@stephencooley.com. And you're more than welcome to visit my website at crystalclements.stephencooley.com.
Crystal, again, thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing that valuable information about moving with children. We've got beautiful homes for sale in your area, and we'll be right back. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Stephen Cooley Real Estate Show. If you're interested in advertising your business on the program, please give us a call at 803-326-2777. Join us next week for more discussions on real estate topics and help in finding your perfect home. Thanks for watching.